Every time I start talking about UFOs, I know I'm going to get myself in trouble. Ace in the hole technologies, the highest, absolute highest possible, spend no, spare nothing, spare no amount of money, uh, whatever you have to do, it doesn't matter. It was collect these crashed UFOs. That was the highest priority, above and beyond any atomic bomb, anything else. Once they found out that we were being visited, it was shoot down and acquire. That was the standard practice. And again, they had their tentacles everywhere, so that any crash that happened anywhere, the fucking US military, all of a sudden, they're showing up for recovery. It was that important. And to this day, it's that important. These Tic Tacs that are flying around, that's us. It's obviously not, these aggressive aliens that are coming in fleets of vehicles invading our atmosphere, and the military is just, oh well. No. That's a military test of how our crews would react to that kind of technology. So they'll know how a Chinese crew is going to react to that kind of technology. The Chelyabinsk meteor, go look at that video. The one where the UFO crashes right through the center of it, blows it apart. That was going to hit the ground and cause some serious problems internationally. And that's what makes me think that was done by someone other than us. But if you have the kind of technology the Tic Tacs have, you might be able to accomplish that, exactly that scenario where you don't need weapons. You simply fly right through objects because you're enclosed in your own reality. You're in your own little piece of time space, separate and away from gravity and all the other effects that it has. I don't know. But when you think about intercepting 100 Russian missiles before they could even escape the atmosphere with 5 or 6 of these vehicles, yeah, that's worth keeping a secret. It's worth killing presidents for. The world is ready to know we're not alone, I think. Everyone believes anyway. And then the Pentagon, they're just going to dribble it out little by little. Well, that's what they sound like to me. That's what the CIA sounds like to me when they're talking about UFOs. Why don't you say, look, well, we're completely and totally fucking helpless. Basically, we've been treating the ones that we've captured alive like prisoners. We've been waterboarding them to, are you here to attack us? And, you doing our military paranoid thing, preparing for the invasion. For me, that's so sickening of a thought, because they could end us anytime they wanted. Anytime they wanted. And they wouldn't have to fire a shot. Just go out to the asteroid belt, a little bit of shove on this piece of big iron nickel. That's it. Earthling's gone. Sterilize the planet and start over, right in the Goldilocks zone. All the materials you need are all mixed together in a new soup. They've been extremely compassionate with us. It's too provocative to have a fleet of UFOs show up over a naval fucking military exercise, right? That's just total fucking insanity. What if the Chinese showed up with 20 vehicles over our fleet while we were in the middle of a military test? What would we do? See? What if one of them went from 80,000 feet to 500 feet in a second? How would they react? What would you guys do? See, that's what it's a psychological evaluation. That's why they interacted with the pilot and then teased him and went, yeah. That was one naval aviator going like this to another naval aviator, telling him, "See, yeah, I got the best vehicle here." You see, they need a way to come out. They need a way to out themselves because there's going to be a lot of fucking questions. The day they come out, there's going to be a lot of questions, and they have to be the hero of heroes. They have to save us from ultimate destruction so that they can justify this is why we had to keep it a secret. This is why all those shuttle astronauts died while we could already go to the moon. This is why we had a space program while we could already do whatever we wanted to in space. This is why, because that's why. Because see, we just saved you from nuclear destruction. That's how they plan on coming out. And that scares the fuck out of me. Because if you don't get it right, then things are going to go very bad very fast. Of course, that's just my philosophy. That's my scenario. What a shame. Shoot down and acquire. Shoot down and acquire. Their number one fucking priority was getting these UFOs in their possession. That's why they had so many types when Bob Lazar was at S4. Those are, different vehicles from different civilizations. And that was where they understood that these technologies differed and varied in certain ways, and they just needed it and wanted it bad. It was number one fucking priority. Shoot down and acquire. What a great species. That's why I think probably the majority of what we see nowadays are unmanned vehicles. You know what I mean? We got so much shit flying around our planet, it's not even safe to hang out here anymore.